Hi everybody, I'm Katy and I'm an artist, and I've sold and exhibited in London, the UK, and also sold work internationally online. I also make the YouTube series How to Be a Successful Artist, and I'm also the author and illustrator of the Cat Inspector children's book and the creator of this new book, which I can't give you the title, I can't give you the whole title at the moment as it's top secret, but I will be revealing it soon. Before I tell you more about the book, please don't forget to click the follow button above this video and register with the site, as I'll be sending updates and details of new rewards for this project during the campaign. Please check out the review below from the lovely Johnny Benjamin, award-winning mental health campaigner and BBC Three TV presenter. And you've probably seen him more recently on national and international television as part of his Find Mike campaign. Now, one of the most important things for an artist is the ability to produce work. If you keep it all in your head, no one can see it, appreciate it, and more importantly for your survival, they can't buy it. And the biggest killer of production for an artist is depression. I've experienced depression myself, and I know how much it can affect you, and I know it doesn't help to have a lot of negativity around you. And actually you need some supportive voices. Sometimes you can get those supportive voices from books. And I've read books that have really helped to motivate me, but I'd also learnt things through my own journey as an artist, and I felt I really wanted to share these things with others. I have many super talented friends who seem stuck and unable to create anything, and I wanted to give them encouragement and suggest ways to get better, and that had helped me. And then I realised I could reach so many more people if I put this down in writing in a book. I've always wanted to be an artist ever since I was little. I followed what I thought was the right path through art exams, college, and then I went to uni, and then I had a child, and my life completely changed. I shut art completely out of my life because I thought I had to be a good mum, a good provider. But depression set in, and it was deep depression. My identity was lost, my goal, my dreams were so far away. I felt like I was never going to reach them now, so why bother? My life had changed forever. Unfortunately, my kids weren't enough of a reason for me to want to stay alive. I had group therapy and counselling, but I refused medication. I'm not advocating that. It was a personal choice, but I was looking for an alternative. I was lucky. I remember my brother, and he doesn't even remember saying this, but he said to me, just do one thing each day that brings you a little bit closer to happiness. And so I did. And I painted his words on a canvas really crudely. I put a response along the bottom, this is my one thing. And this book is about me sharing that message with others to help them get better. I'd realised my one thing was my love of art, and I started drawing again. I started out by doing some simple pen drawings about how I was feeling at the time. And I just happened to visit the Mind website and spot some information about an exhibition that they were putting on with the theme of depression. I'd made these pen drawings already, and they suited this exhibition perfectly. All I had to do is pop them in an envelope and post them off to the people organising it, and that's all I had to do. The work that came from all over the UK was exhibited in the Truman Brewery in Brick Lane in London, and I felt amazing. I had no idea at this point how to get work into a gallery. And suddenly, after years of avoiding art, I realised how important it was to my life. And I didn't even have the money to go and see the private view. I didn't even see this exhibition. But it didn't matter. I was so thankful to be a part of it, and I'm really grateful to the Mind charity for organising it, as it really changed my life and my attitude from that point forward. I realised that this was what I really, truly wanted to do in my life. And now I just needed to find out how. And it's those drawings that I made at that time that make up the images in this book. When I started drawing, I was not able to create anything other than simplistic black pen drawings. But because I started, and I started getting healthier and getting all that stuff out of my head and working things out, I started to paint with more colour. And I was finally managing to paint a portrait again. And then went to work with vibrant colours and silk painting, and then I illustrated a book, and all these things, all these amazing productive things would have been completely impossible in the depths of my depression. I've struggled through the doubt and despair, and I've started to align myself with my dreams. I've learnt a few things since that time, and I wanted to share those things with others, so I've put in a few handy tips for fledgling artists. Rather than it being a dull and dreary book, I believe in what Mary Poppins says, that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. So it is done with a lot of humour and silliness, but a serious message underneath. That exhibition really changed my life, and I suddenly wanted to find out how to be an artist, how the art world works, and I've started a YouTube channel, How to Be a Successful Artist, because once you've broken through the barrier of production, part of the problem is not knowing how to get from point A to your dream goal at point B. And once you've read my book and you're feeling inspired to create and become an artist that you always wanted to be, you can come and join my Facebook community, sign up to my mailing list, watch my YouTube videos about how to achieve real progress in your business. And I'll be adding to this all the time as I go through my journey, my own journey, and the journey of others as well. I really believe you need to help yourself as much as possible, because let's face it, the mental health service in this country is not great, and you're not going to get a good service. And maybe you're caring for someone who's not very well, and if you can give them something that can inspire them just to start doing something, just little by little, they are probably going to get further than they will with the current mental health service. That's not to say you shouldn't seek help from them at the same time, because you should, but if you can help yourself too, you're going to get better faster. I know what it's like to need to give yourself permission to do something creative. I gave a copy to a friend who's a writer, and he said it really helped him to focus. He was feeling really doubtful and low, and it made him really think about what he wanted in life and why he needed to just go for it. And then he started writing with a clearer end goal in sight, and I wanted to help bring this book to more people. I know that when I started drawing again, I still had responsibilities. I couldn't be a full-time artist. I still only had small amounts of time. I still had a young family, but these videos that I make help direct you with the small amount of time you have to make sure that you're making the most of it. This book is about taking you from the point of paralysing depression, where you're so afraid you just can't create a thing, through to giving the reader the permission and the confidence to just start, and giving further advice on how to find their path in life. Not everyone wants to be a world famous artist. I do, but I understand not everyone does. Some people just want to make a living and support their family and make some beautiful work. I'm raising money to publish this book, not only online, but also for people who don't like computers or don't have easy access to them, and I want it to be out there in the bookshops. At the moment, I'm heading for an October-November publishing date, so please look at the rewards to the side of the video that you can give to. You can get my book, and there's also a small number of tickets available to the launch party. Or if you're a business, we can discuss one of the advertising options. As this book is for artists mainly, perhaps you have a product that you want to advertise specifically to artists. Perhaps you might know someone who might benefit from this book. Please send them the link or buy a copy for them. Nothing like giving the gift of inspiration. And honestly, when I was in the depths of depression, I don't think I would have had the money or inclination to get a book like this. So perhaps if you know someone or have a loved one or a good friend who you know has talent but just needs a push to get going, please purchase this book for them. And don't forget to follow the campaign to get updates of the new rewards. If you or someone you know has depression, don't let your life or the life of a loved one keep going the way it has been. I believe we are unique and we have gifts to improve others' lives, and as artists and creators, we have something to say or give to others that is important. Start taking some steps towards happiness. Get this book, commit to reading it, start improving your life, start improving the quality of your life, and you'll find you too can have a positive impact on those around you with the amazing things that you create. Lots of love to you all, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.